Alright, so in this video, I wanted to set up, try and use Hack's guide for setting up a monitoring within Slack. There's been a few problems with the TSS signing, people getting slashed a lot and stuff like that. So today I'm going to try and make this video to set up Slack monitoring. So if as a node operator, you know what to do, and you can get alerted when your node is having issues. Before I do that, I'm just going to show you there is a bot that was also community made, so you can look at your node at any time through Telegram. And let's just go ahead and show that now. So this is this new node bot. You can go and add nodes and stuff like that. I added the 2 nodes that Lena put out the other day, yesterday. So it's just going to give you information about that particular node, the slash points and what's happening with it. That's really good if like, oh, there it is. If that's your node, you can put some monitoring on that. It's not really too much monitoring. It's something where you can say, oh, look, give me the information for this node. You can add a node and it's going to, give you, well, I'm going to remove that node. It's going to give you the information for that node. You put your node address in, and therefore you can query it. You can have a look at the network, and it's going to show you, say, the network stats. You can show all the nodes. You can do, just a few different things here, which is pretty cool. If you're not, if you're out and about and you kind of want to get that information. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Hope you find that helpful. And now let's get back to the guide here on how we're going to set up Slack. So let's go ahead and do this. Try for free and upgrade the right-hand corner, create Slack workspace. I haven't done this, so this is all new, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe do some creative editing once I've done this particular guide. So on the top right, try for free. So you might, if you already, got this, that's great. Sign in, if not, create a new one. Yeah, cool. Just think about let's just want to think about the email. You're going to use something like Google or Outlook or ProtonMail, like whatever you want there. Okay, so I've created a new workspace, and now I need to download Slack for desktop. It's available on Linux, and I probably want it through no idea. Go up here. Yeah, that'll do it. No idea. Right, so after downloading, I grabbed the Slack files, so download both. Put them into downloads folder and then run this through Slack desktop or the install package. And I'm getting all these errors, but what else? It loads, so that's all that really matters. So now we can sign into Slack, and we'll get the link. We'll get the link that it's given us, sign us into Slack, and then we should be good to go, I'm hoping. So continue. So new workspace, okay. So signing into the workspace now. Let's open Slack, so I'm going to say open link. So for Thornode Monitoring next, I'll probably just call it the same thing. do it. So this is where you can, I guess, invite people, but I'm going to skip this step. Yeah, I'm going to skip this step because. So now I've done this. I'm going to go back to the next step. So you need to create an app. So you go to API app and go start building. Let's close down some of these. Right, so now I'm going to start. Right, now I'm going to start building API. So you click start building. Create an app, I assume. Node one, I like that. I'm going to use that. App name, node map, and so here it has my Thornode Monitoring. App name, node one. I've got my workspace name here. I'm going to click create app. Go back and have a look. Select development, select workspace. All right, so we're here, incoming webhooks. What's next? Activate incoming webhooks, set to on. What's next? So add new webhook to workspace. Okay. Select the channel you want to create. Step 7, so that's will be a monitoring. So we've done that. Right, so we'll copy this and put this somewhere. Paste it safely. Over. Need to configure Prometheus to alert to Slack. So change the R to node directory. So let's just go here. We are already in the node directory. That's great. And then that's true. I don't think that there are actually any updates. Version 15 is the latest, if I'm wrong. That's cool. So there are a few updates there, but I haven't seen an update request. Because it's a testnet node, I'm not really that concerned if it falls over. It would be great for the video if it does. Okay, so now if I go, should be hopefully a Prometheus folder. There's a YAM folder, so now if I do, because I want to cheat, so just looking at this again, here on the left we have the instructions, on the right we have my values YAM file that I've opened up in gedit, and it says from lines 24 through to 66 we remove the hash. The hash is essentially going to comment out this particular bit of config. So I'll just go ahead and do that. make sure that right. So that is done. I don't believe I deleted anything that I shouldn't have. Just doing some checks there. Cool. So then place the webhook URL on 17, or from step 17 onto line 28. Line 28. So that's the URL, and if I go to here, I'm going to copy that and stick that inside the file. Inside the quotes, I assume this needs to be inside the quotes. So there's that, and then place the channel name from step 7 on line 42. I think I called it, let's go double check the channel name as it has up here. Node 1. So node 1 is my channel name. I think I called it Thornode Monitoring, actually. Assume caps are required. Now I'm going to open up Slack on my mobile as well, whilst this is going, and make install metrics. Does that have a dash? Yeah, of course it does. Of course, you need to be in the correct folder to do that. If you get this these warning messages, I've seen this around. There's a fix for it. Just one moment whilst I go get that fix. So to fix this particular message, it doesn't like this. Got this again off, I think hack wrote this. Missing the dot. And I'm putting the dot on the spot. There we go. If we run install metrics again, it shouldn't have that message. And there we go, the message goes. Okay. So now let's go back to Slack and let's see what we are doing here. So let's say my channel name, which I think I put in incorrectly inside the configuration, which is just great. And it's corrupted. So let's have a look at that YAML file again, which is located here, and make sure you actually get it the same as what is inside the Slack channel, because I reckon it is incorrect. Hash. Now I'm assuming I'm going to have to do something like install metrics every time I update that file. So 56 is complaining about. Okay, so I did manage to figure out how to get this one to work, and the problem is regarding the space here. So if you have a space here and stuff like that, it won't work, and you'll end up with errors like it couldn't pass a particular line or stuff like that, couldn't pass into JSON. So the trick here, as you can see, if we go back to it, like line 5 and 17, they don't have a space. So just ensure you don't have a space or anything like that. When you're removing the hashes, because it's going to be, when you start off, it's going to be hash space. So just removing the hash alone won't be enough. You've got to get the space as well. Else when you do the make install metrics, it will not work as seen through the above attempts I had there. So just something to note. Going to Slack, I've got some notifications here, which is great. So we know that Ruthis is now firing off events into my Slack. I can get that on my phone if I sign into my phone as well, which is great. All right. I hope that you found this setup of monitoring video useful. And yeah, get away, happy monitoring. Thank you. Bye. All right, just finishing this one off. I've got some notifications here when I did the upgrade. So just as an example, within Slack here, I can see that I think it was my Midgard container had restarted. So container Thornode/Midgard pod restarted. So you can see that's coming through, and then there's another one to say this got resolved. So that's good as well, unless it's got resolved there. So you can see that the pods restarting are notified through this process. I get this also in my email, get it on my phone, as well as obviously your normal Slack client. So this is something that you can try yourself, and that should pick up a lot of these issues. I haven't seen it for, I haven't tried it for the resyncing issue that we've seen in CastNet. However, do set it up, do give it a try, and this is better than, I guess, nothing, and then finding out the hard way.